What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Campus Chatter, the best 30 minutes of your life. Got the young visionary Colby Thompson in the building.
And you have the young king himself, Todd. This is, unfortunately, the last episode of...
But you know what? I'm going to quit saying it. I'm going to quit saying it's the last episode because, I'm graduating in December. Shout out to all the December grads. My boy A. Peasy, he out of here too. Shout out A. Peasy. He crossing the stage December 10th, 10 a.m. along with the bull.
Go ahead.
But I'm not going to say this is the last episode because
the torch, y'all.
we could pass the torch.
He's
you know what I mean?
The torch, and I'm trying to receive the torch.
And that's what I'm saying, because if you receive the torch, listen, it ain't nothing for me to come down to the studio.
So
you know what I'm saying?
It's just a matter of politics as of right now, to make sure I'm connected with the right people. But y'all will be hearing back from us soon. The fire shall not stop.
The fire will never stop.
I wish I had like a soundboard to start adding.
Yeah, that's what's up. Boom, 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 boom. But hey, man, let's get to the sports, Todd.
Man, sports. Well, let me start off with something I've been waiting on.
Here we go.
Since it happened.
Okay.
The Seahawks.
I know he was sitting there
my
Sunday.
Team.
I know he was sitting there like, ooh, I can't wait till Tuesday,
it was in my. I was gonna tweet you, but I'm like, I'm gonna let it simmer.
I'm gonna let it simmer for a while.
But
I was mad.
They beat. I repeat, defeated the cheating Patriots.
So you say the cheating Patriots, so we're just not going to talk about that blatant pass interference on that last play. It was blatant, Todd. Blatant.
Sometimes, y'all, comes a time in every man's life where he just has to accept the L.
And look, and I said this on Twitter because I swear, my partners was trying to go at me or whatever. I was like, you know what? I could take the L to the head, but I just want people to at least admit about this blatant pass interference.
So are y'all going to admit that y'all don't deserve one of the rings that y'all have due to y'all deflating balls?
We deserve everything that we have,
including that L. Yes.
And we take that L to the head. Want to know why? Because we 7-2. What's y'all record?
Oh man, first off,
you know what I'm saying?
My brother, would you want to take this outside?
My brother, you want to take this outside?
No, but we gonna go from that, man. Shout out to the Cowboys, man, doing their thing.
Man, Ezekiel Elliott is just a man amongst the boys, ain't he?
Oh, look here, Zeke, Mr. Elliott. When people do good, I have to address them by
their last name,
Mr. Elliott, sir. My hat is tipped off to you because you are creating a noise in the league that, we got to have that running back that comes along every so often. We had Marshawn Lynch, and now, 2-4 gone. Beast mode gone.
Yeah, beast mode gone.
AP is...
Y'all know why I'm here. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's gone. AP about to hang it up because, he just got another injury.
I just feel like AP, this is my personal opinion. Nobody can agree with me, and that's fine.
Okay.
I feel like AP should have hung it up when they tried to hit him with the child abuse and the nonsense.
I felt like that would have seemed too cliche. You want to go out on on an up. No, I figure if you are in the sports industry, I'd rather go out on something sports related opposed to. And I understand
where you coming from,
but I feel you because it is mental stress that will affect your game regardless of how.
You know what I mean? So now y'all telling me that I'm inefficient. Is inefficient or inefficient?
Inefficient.
Okay, I'm gonna say inefficient.
Inefficient.
Yeah, I'm an inefficient parent. You know what I'm saying? What?
So like that, and then
who are y'all to tell me this?
It's called discipline. We're not gonna get into it. Let me shout out our boys, man. The Mules making it to the playoffs, baby.
Dropping more bombs.
Man, shout out to that boy Fugates. Jalen Zachary is not defensive, but the kick return specialist of the year.
I mean, I don't know how many MIAA player of the week.
Player of the year. That man that's has more bombs. Not to mention this season, this man over 60 receptions, 800 plus. Y'all, come on.
It's kind of easy.
Look here. I need you seem to be excited. This is the first time we've been to the playoffs in a minute.
But with that being said, I just want to give you your props because you foresaw this. Back 6-7 weeks ago when we first started Campus Chatter, you were like,
I believe in my guys, man. I really think
they can bring one to the school.
And granted, and this is just not speaking no bad vibes, no bad Congo in the L, man. If y'all don't get it, just know that y'all about to ride this wave to next season, and y'all gonna take that mug because the work I've seen y'all put in, my homeboys, Tez, Tyson, Vaughn, Kale, who just came in, from Dallas, running that ball, running that rock. My boy Vaughn gonna be running that rock next year. So it's like y'all have the potential either to win it this year or next year. I got faith in y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all boys. Man, Fugate, brother, look here.
Like I said before, the athleticism.
You are an athlete.
Crazy.
You the white Bo Jackson, brother. There you have it. You the white Bo Jackson.
He just do it all.
of the mules. Fugate knows.
You said, what'd you say?
Fugate knows, but he's doing his thing, man. And as far as college sports, man, roll Tide.
It's really getting too easy.
Roll.
And what was so scary to me, like, because we all know about how we starting the true freshman, and he is doing his thing.
Trey hurt,
but check me out. He's a true freshman this year.
Yeah,
and we see what he's doing on the field. Just think about if he stays
healthy, and if he stays smart. When this man makes it to the league, along with, and I'm not gonna forget about Mr. Jackson, if they keep their head straight and stay controversy free, and they keep their bodies healthy, bro.
I think we got to talk about the elephant in the room, because you say stay away from controversy. It's hard to stay away from controversy when you're a young black quarterback in the NFL. Look. And I feel like we can, speak on this for the next 40 minutes, but, to just sum it up quick, I would just say, watch your friends.
Please.
Watch just your whole decision-making process has to upgrade with you getting this new lifestyle and this new money and endorsements, etc.
You got to understand, man, everything ain't for everybody. What you need to do, what you know you need to do, but you're not going to do it because you're young and you're dumb, because we all are.
You know what I mean?
Especially in college. You need to keep your mind in these books and on that field and away from the mess. People gonna kick it, people gonna party, but it's called opportunity cost, man. If you get this one opportunity up to go party and mess up and do all this crazy stuff, 5 to 10 years from now, you gonna look back on it and be like, I'm a multi-million-dollar athlete. I have everything that I need. I can stop now.
Look, and one person that I could attest to, and I've seen it myself, is back when we were in high school, man, like Brad Bill, he didn't go to the high school parties. Like, he wasn't at the mall and at the loop
one of my
everybody
homeboys,
because he was at the gym.
Yeah, one of my homeboys who we went to different schools, but like whenever I started running track, like he put me to the side, like I'm gonna stay on you and help you train. And he's on the Ram squad, man. EJ Gaines, man, went to Fort Osage. When I say that dude was focused, like I mirrored my track speed off of his just before he graduated. Dude was incredible. Dude was an incredible athlete then. He stayed focused. He stayed humble. He kept his family first. Now this man is with the Rams in Los Angeles doing his thing. He been doing his thing with St. Louis since he got there. So I'm going to end it, and I'm going to wrap things up to tell y'all this, man. Mules, I'm proud of y'all. But now y'all got a whole nother job to do.
You got to finish it off.
You got to finish it off. But
like,
even if you
don't get complacent with just making it to the playoffs.
Yeah, like the playoffs, that's just, we made it. Now let's finish. And with that, man, I'm going to just wrap it up. With all this craziness going on, especially my athletes, be safe. Be safe and be safe. Think smarter. Work as hard as you can, but also work smart as you can, and just do what you got to do, man. Don't do nothing too crazy, nothing too stupid. When off-season hit, relax. Yeah. Relax, work out, and be smart. Do not ruin your opportunity here at school, as well as your chances to make it to the league to help your family out. Focus, man. Be safe, y'all.
All right, y'all. So we're going to head over to break, and after break, we're going to come back with the current events segment.
Bills.
This is Campus Chatter.
The best 30 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
Warm fleece on a cold day. I want to be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to the last but to be continued episode.
There we go. I like that more.
Hear me, of Campus Chatter. I am the young king himself, J. Todd.
And I am the young visionary Colby Thompson.
Man, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Did y'all miss us? I know y'all miss us. You ain't even got to answer that. So,
Look, and J. Todd, it's funny that because we've already kind of talked about this, but we haven't talked about it on, as we've been in the studio.
Yeah.
But, current events, let's not be idiots here.
Yeah.
We have a new president.
We know the elephant in the room.
We have a new president, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, and as much stuff as you want to talk about the man, you have to give it to him. He's a genius.
I mean, he did everything he needed to do to win.
He won the presidency without any experience.
Pure finesse.
Pure, instead of
like hustlers out here should really take notes from Donald
Joanne
Trump.
the scanner, you have Trump the scammer. And this is the thing. And this is something that I just want to tell you to people. You cannot be bamboozled by this or shocked by this.
Yeah, I wasn't shocked at all. It was so funny, J. Ty. So, the night of the election, I'm sitting at I'm sitting at Traditions because it was Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
And, they do dollar tacos.
Delicious.
Shout out to Traditions.
Delicious.
Pearl Springs.
Pearl Springs.
But, yes, I'm sitting there and, the election just kind of came on. It was still early, maybe in the first 30, 35, maybe hour, Donald Trump was up 33-3.
Yep.
So right there, I came to that, if Donald Trump becomes my president, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Because right there, I saw that it wasn't about who has more experience. It's about who had a better campaign.
I mean, that's what every race is about.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look at it.
I saw 33-3. People were like, everybody sitting around like, it's still kind of early. No. Hillary's gonna win blank, 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 and blank. And I'm sitting there like, do y'all see that it's 33-3?
Hillary taking a spanking. But this is the thing.
She's getting 30 ball right now, y'all.
I looked at the election past the sticks. It's over.
These are facts. Hillary's getting 30 right now against a man who has no political experience, and y'all think it is just impossible for this man to win. Right then, I knew that there was a high chance of him winning because he was already had a great lead.
People want to use the argument of, the people voted for Hillary. Yeah, she did. But if you did not realize that the votes came down to 270. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say what matters and what doesn't matter.
I mean, I honestly, personally believe, and it's just my opinion, again, I say, you don't have to, nobody has to.
It does not reflect back on the university.
I think they should get rid of the electoral college.
They should.
Because that's probably some of the
completely.
They tell you every day, all the time, your vote, your voice, your vote, all of it matters. You know what I mean? But you're telling me that the woman who had more votes. Literally had more votes.
She had
people
over
in the country
more,
did not win.
Had over, I think, 200,000 to 400,000 more than Trump and lost.
And honestly,
by landslide.
Honestly, J. Todd, the only reason that I just feel like we should just get rid of this electoral college is because this is not something that hasn't happened before. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not gonna give y'all history.
This is a really flawed. I don't think they understand. This is a really flawed system.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this.
There should be nothing wrong with saying you know what, this really doesn't work. So
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I am tired of people saying if you didn't vote,
you shouldn't complain.
You shouldn't complain. Here's the thing. I'll let you know right now. I didn't vote for nobody. And I made it apparent that I wasn't going to vote for anybody. Reason why, I do not believe in a system that is corrupted and flawed to oppress a certain different demographic of people. I will not trust my life and my liberty and my freedom in the hands of someone who can honestly care less about it.
Someone you're probably never going to meet a single day
in my life. Okay. Number 3.
Obama came to UCM. Shout out to Obama.
Right. For the culture.
I just want to throw that quick little tidbit out.
But reason number 3, what they say and what they do, no matter how malicious and bad it is, I'm going to be fine. Where I come from, we've survived Reagan era, we survived the Nixon era, we've survived
two Bush terms,
2 Bush eras. No, let's say his daddy, and then 2 of the sons. So this is the thing about it. This is what I like to say to my people, because I said it the night of the rally. Shout out to everybody who was at the rally. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I went there because my people was there. Just got my voice back too. But
I was at work the whole time. I heard about it though, but I'm listening, Jay.
But how possibly can, as a people, you let one person dictate and determine what you are going to do with your life?
You can't.
Everybody talks about the power they have and how beautiful life is and how short life is. But the moment this man got into office, everybody was shook. Everybody was mad.
Crying.
Everybody was crying. What you crying for?
Crazy Facebook posts.
You still alive and well. You able to go to class and succeed. Get your degree. Go to work. Make this money. Provide for your So what are you crying for? What? Because he's going to take away some stuff? Cool. Quit depending so much on these politicians. They're not here to save us. They're not.
They're not even here in our best interest.
So,
in the best interest,
in the name of my one of my great homeboys, man I listen to all the time, Tech Stone. I'm gonna say that to say this: understand where you stand, know your role, and know how much power you possess within. You cannot let a single person, such as Donald J. Trump or Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or whoever,
anybody, dictate
how much happiness you have and how much success you are going to have. That makes no sense to me. It literally baffled me, and it pissed me off when I saw everybody, I'm so distraught. I made a post, and I said, as a 23-year-old black man in this country, I've never been more afraid. And people was like, oh, well, you're a contradiction. No, I'm not afraid for myself, because we've been facing the same medicine for years. It's just been in different doses. Hashtag that's a quote of mine, so don't steal that. But I'm not afraid.
That's something I made up.
I ain't taking from nobody. That came from me. But I understand what I'm going to do in my life, so I'm not afraid. I'm more afraid of the future generation. I'm more afraid for my future sons and daughters and grandkids, my little nieces and nephews and baby cousins.
But you know what's so funny though?
And
like the more and more I sit back and look at politics, like everything Trump was talking about doing, he's recanting on as we speak. As we're sitting here in the studios, him and his campaign team are coming up with plans to recant majority of the stuff he said on the campaign.
Sound familiar? Said every single president, and yes, even including Obama. And it's not. You can't fault people for doing that. They're doing what they need to do to win, because it is all a gigantic chess game. You have to understand that. But I'm going to say that to say this, man.
Bro, my uncles always said it to me. He's like, come on, little fella, it's chess.
It's chess, not checkers. Look here. It is chess, fella. Baby. Like, nah, it ain't no checkers over here, man. Y'all got to understand. This is one person. I get however his views are, whether they be racist, sexist, Marxist, whatever it is you want to add to this man's name. You, as an individual, as a human being, still being able to be alive and breathe, you have the ability to not only empower yourself, but to empower others. To not only make a change for yourself, to make a change for others. You as an individual are coming from something that you don't even know of. We have a power of something that we don't even know, and we possess that. And it's great. It's greater than us. So if you believe in that, and you understand that, you invest into that, you buy into that, there is nobody on this country, let alone this planet, that can stop you. And I'm gonna drop the mic at that, because if you're not picking up these jewels, then baby,
I
it
can't
ain't
just
for
give
you.
them for free, baby.
Baby, it ain't for you. Look here, because
I can't give them away for free now.
Listen, I'm dropping too many, and it's not even jewels. These are common facts. We have all of the answers in front of our face, but we're being afraid because this man got in office. What are you afraid for? Work, learn, adapt, evolve. That's what life is. It's about constant change. The only thing that's going to ever remain the same in life is the fact that stuff is going to change. Evolve to this change. Keep it pushing, and be more positive. The more negative you are about a situation, the more negative stuff is going to happen. And Jesus.
This man really just had to slide back from the mic, y'all. He had to take a little breath. He feel like he dropping too much knowledge for y'all.
Man, and I love y'all, man. I love the people, bro. We keep living in this fear, bro. It's too much fear. It's too much negativity. Man, smile.
Man, smile.
Like the day of the election, I did the mannequin challenge for the school. I organized the mannequin challenge for the school, and I was like, "We're going to do this because it's too much negativity going on."
All right, so since we're still in current events,
yeah,
I have to talk about how Ray Shrimmer have the new anthem of the, because at first it was Future March Madness.
Yeah.
Like if you played Future March Madness at any college event or function, there it was like kind of like a spiritual. You know what I mean? It was kind of like it was like the turn up Pledge of Allegiance or something. You know what I mean? But now it's that girl is a real crowd pleaser. Like they really like took the whole, they took the reign by storm. But I love how they used the mannequin challenge as well. It was a great marketing tool. They do it at all their concerts now. So now at all their concerts, they all on stage just standing like mannequins.
Shout out to whoever created the mannequin challenge, man. It's funny to mug. But the new challenge that has me dead. I got yams, beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes. Look here.
You name it.
Your name. Look, somebody asked me, Jay, you going out tonight? I got school, work, homework, tests,
girlfriend,
studies, girlfriend.
You name it.
But see, I see that, man, throughout all the politics, all the BS, man. Smile, man. Laugh at something. Life is too short.
Life's too short to be tripping off.
To be
all
mad.
The problems in the world,
and especially stuff you can't control.
Man.
And I'm gonna drop this one last jewel, and that's it.
And then we're gonna go straight to break.
Life is all of 90% of what you can control, and 10%
of what you can't control.
What you can't.
Yeah, it is.
So is it like 90% of what you can't control,
10%
of what you can control. And that 10%, 9 times out of 10 is your reaction to stuff. It's how you think. It's how you work. Everything else, you don't got to worry about that. You can't control it. Don't stress over it. You got 10% of it that you can actually look at and be like, man, I'm going to be mad about this, or I'm going to flip it and make it the greatest come up ever. Because if you want to look at it, Donald Trump did it, and you see where it got him. You know, we going to take a break, man, a little pause for the cause to pay these bills, man. We going to, do something real good for the culture, man. Just stay tuned, man. This is our final episode of what's yet to come next semester. But I am the young king himself, J. Todd.
And I am Colby Thompson. We will be back with our last segment, Campus Chatter Hits the Streets.
Yeah.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do. Oh, tell the world I see. With an emoji.
Know someone who's being bullied online? Send the witness emoji. It looks like an eye in a speech bubble, and it's in the symbol section near the clocks in your phone. You'll let the world know it isn't cool, and you'll let your friend know you care. Learn more about the witness emoji at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Welcome back, everybody, to Campus Chatter. And I know I said we were going to do Hit the Streets for the last episode, but I think we're going to do more of a reflection period. You know what I mean? We got my boy A-Peasy the sound. We brought A-Peasy into the lab, brought him into the studio. He said he wanted to get fresh for the one time. And we got my boy Matthew back. You may remember Matthew from being a special guest and, coming into the show and blessing us with a couple gems here and there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me in here, too.
Look forward to reflecting like a pond.
Reflected like a pod. So, A-Peasy, man, you were our engineer most of, actually, I'm not going to say most, all of our Campus Chatter experience, what was your experience from, behind the scenes?
I just really like hearing you guys talk. You always crack me up with your little jokes here and there, and I also just like hearing your guys' opinion on it. I know I can't put my opinion because I'm behind the board.
But, we always talk before and afterwards.
We always talk before and after about it. So it was nice to just hear other people's opinion. And, I mean, my life's completely different from you guys, so I experience things completely different from you guys. So it's nice to hear, what you experience and how these things and current events affect you and how hyped you are about sports, because sports is my favorite. So it's kind of good to see everybody else hyped about it.
Something for the culture.
And so Matthew, you only blessed us,
one time. Yeah.
one time. But how was your experience with the Campus Chatter team?
Man, I've been talking about this radio show nonstop since I got out.
We
Seriously,
appreciate you,
though.
man. That's good for the culture right there.
That's your creeper man voice.
This my Tech Stone voice. Be safe though. Sipping on Douce in the lobby.
We might be talking about reflections, but moving forward, students need to hear about this.
Yeah.
Students need to hear what you guys are saying. That sense of different opinion, different experience, having a completely different life. It's like Mr. Engineer said. I mean, that's what brings so much life to this.
Mm-hmm.
To hear into a new world.
And what I'm really shocked about is you told someone that you're not even going to show this to people or like show it to further your career. I think it's a really good show.
No,
so
check me out because I put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
But when it was brought to me, and I can say it now because I'm about to graduate and I don't really care what happens to me. But when it was brought to me, it was more of like hey, this is gonna be on UCM The Beat, blah 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 blah. So it was like more of oh wow, so it already has a platform, so I don't have to jump out of pocket
Start
and
from scratch.
start from.
It's tough.
You know what I mean? But and I didn't mind it though. I didn't mind it because I've done this before. You know what I mean? I've put videos together before and put them online, but I just didn't know that I was gonna have to do it. And I think back then when somebody asked me about it, it was more of like it's gonna be on UCM The Beat. It's gonna be on the radio station. Yeah. But things happen. And
we definitely have to because pretty much I'm getting the torch. I just like I said, he's gonna make sure I'm plugged in with everybody else, but he's giving me the torch.
No doubt.
And my thing is, I want to make sure that not only does this keep going on, but half the people on campus don't even know that there's a radio station. That UCM has a radio station.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know UCM had a radio station until
you were roped in.
Like,
until you were roped in, hey, bro, this is what we finna do. We finna touch the culture with it.
I was straight just gonna come out with my own podcast. This semester, which it still is gonna happen. But once OG was like, "Yeah, bro, you don't have to do all that work. Like, I got you. Like, just come on." And I'm like, "Well, everything's already set up, and
all I gotta do is touch down. All I gotta do is show up.
Is just show up, And I came here so I wouldn't get fined in true beast mode fashion. And man, when I say this has been one of the greatest experiences of my life, man, just being with people to not only to be different, but to be on one accord with your difference. And, hearing people, what they have to say, hearing people's different opinions, man, observing people, even with, when Campus Chatter hits the streets, hearing what people had to say, man, you heard the true voice of the campus as well as those who didn't even get a chance to speak. You still heard stuff that I know that they're going to relate to.
And then it was so funny because a lot of the times, like I always used to say, a lot of people didn't even like coming out and talking to me because they'll be like, no, I don't want to be on microphone. I don't want you to record what I'm saying.
People were so quick to post anything, right? Snapchat, Instagram,
crazy, right?
Twitter.
Right. You don't like to be on media, but yet you're on media all
behind
day.
the comfort of a keyboard,
every
they'll
day.
say just about anything.
You know what I mean? And look, and I brought it to him like it's gonna be anonymous. I'm not gonna say blank from UCM said this and blank from UCM said this. It's gonna I don't want to be on the microphone. But you still hear what people had to say. They just didn't want to put it, on the microphone. So it was always just a different experience, I guess, going out and hitting the streets. Because some days you'll get people like, oh, let me talk about this. And then other days you're like,
I think Jay's statement really is a testimony to the power of a legacy, right? Putting an infrastructure in place that people can just come in, remove the barriers to entry, if you will, right? It's much harder to start something and to get something up that you have to start from scratch. But if your talents can be utilized in a way, cultivate that. Because there's so much talent at this university.
Yeah.
There are so many other people that could be behind this microphone that could just kill it.
And they just choose not to. And I don't get the complacency where you have people who have the ability to be nothing but great. To whether it's behind the mic, whether it's in front of a camera, whether it's behind a camera or just working engineering in the studio. You got all of these.
My bad, bro. I was playing pool. My bad. I'm listening, man. I'm listening.
Y'all missed it. OG kind of balled his fist up and flinched at me. And I'm like, brother, wait a minute. What did I do?
My bad.
He's playing pool on his iPhone. But, man, it's just people, when y'all hear this, man, I just hope it inspires y'all because you have all of these people at this university with all these great talents. There's a girl here. I'm not going to say her name because she's going to get mad. But she can sing her butt off. And I heard her sing. She was just walking,
but she doesn't want people to know she can sing. I hate stories
and
like that.
And I get that. No,
I don't get it.
Listen. I'm a singer. I'm a very good singer. Like,
well, bust a note. No.
Ooh yeah. but the thing people hate is like
I got the beans, greens.
You know. See, like, but stop.
I heard the note.
That hurt.
I heard that.
That hurt. But I mean, I get it. Like people don't like being put on the spot, but it's like God gives you a gift for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I see so many people who just waste their talents and their gifts, man.
It's not. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's not just about people put on the spot. It's just also you could have like just being nervous about it.
Yeah, nerves. I
know people are gonna hear this, so I'm even nervous. I'm shaking a little bit, but this is my major. Like I have to get used to this, and I want to do this, but at times I get like super nervous, and that's why like I think things like I'm literally scared about this thing I have to do for class because we have to do it live. And I'm like, but I've done radio shows. They've just been pre-recorded. I've never done anything live. So,
and Pease, I'll say this to you and anybody else who, you know, like you just said, like the nerves and
stuff.
Drop
the jewels on them.
Like can interfere with you, you know, like producing things or, you know, doing live.
Drop them jewels
live remotes
on
and stuff like that. Like one thing I've always lived by, and like, you know, my mom taught me this early. One thing I've always lived by is, what is the worst that can possibly happen? So the worst thing that can possibly happen during your live remote is like you get up there and you're like, and you just say nothing. You're just
yeah.
But you know and you know that you're not gonna go up there with nothing prepared.
Yeah.
You know, so I always think of the worst thing, like, you know, like going up to girls, like.
The worst thing they can say is no.
Worst thing they can say is no. That is by far the worst thing that can happen.
Or they could roast you with everything.
But here's the thing.
What are them shoes?
Roasting is always what I'm afraid of.
But check me out. Even if they get the roasting you, now they look goofy. Like, shorty, I just thought you were kind of fly and wanted your number. I don't even like who you look like now.
I just came to say hi and to let you know that you dropped $20, but now the $20 is mine. You just lost $20.
Look, so even if you go like, hey, how you doing? Boy, you're not getting my number. Da, da, da.
Oh, so
I was trying to let you know that your car
card.
double parked outside.
But guess whose car is going to be towed? And guess who?
And look, then they gonna run out of something. Now the laugh. Now you get the laugh. You know what I mean? So it's just I always look at things of what is the worst thing that can possibly happen.
Yeah, and see, like I look at it as what the worst thing that possibly happen, but I think the worst thing is like
it's always gonna happen.
At the top, and I think it's gonna happen. And I also think it's like 100 when like the worst thing could be a 10. I just think it's 100, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna do it. It's gonna be at 100. It's gonna be at 100.
So, what can we tell people listening to help them cultivate those passions, those talents, those God-given gifts?
I would say, man, if you feel it and if you know, like the singer you just said, like she doesn't like singing in front of people, but if everybody is telling you that you're a pretty good singer and girl, you can sing, I don't think we live in a generation where people are gonna hype you up just
put you down.
You know what I mean? Just
no, but granted, I'm gonna tell you this, especially from a singer standpoint, especially coming from the church, people will tell you all day and tomorrow that you can sing. And you can't.
You might be terrible.
And people tell you that from a place of love. But we live in a generation now to where, I mean, you're going to have somebody that's going to be very blunt and very honest with you.
Because you're going to be put online.
Yeah. And you're going to, of course, you're going to get the negative internet, which is cool. But I say that to say this, man. The jewel I got to drop for people like that, because I have to tell myself this. You know, I have this for a reason. So let me use it and not let it waste away. I have a lot of talents, and I have to use them at a certain time. I'm not going to try to sing, dance, draw,
on the football field,
rap on the football field while I'm running track, while I'm doing backflips, while, you know, going to a boxing ring, while doing – no, I'm going to kill myself. Like, use it at a certain time, but make sure you use it. Do not let it go to waste, man.
These are facts.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice something, right, if you really want it. The quote that's really been speaking to me the last week by W.E.B. Du Bois, he says, the most important lesson I've learned is that you have to be ready at any time to give up who you are for what you might become.
And that's why we have Matt come through, y'all, because he always hits us with those last remarks that you're going to be stuck with for the rest of your night.
Yeah, so let's just wrap it up right there. This is APZ signing off.
Okay, man, it's the young king himself, J. Todd, signing off.
The young visionary Colby Thompson. I'm signing off for now.
Listen,
for now.
We will be back.
And this is Matthew Martinez. I don't have a good sign-off like
Come on, Matthew. You got to throw something on there.
This is Matty
the dreamer, the snazzy dresser,
the motivation,
very
the
snazzy
motivation, the motivator,
The
Matthew,
classic, man.
the motivator, Matthew Martinez. Oh, that's cold.
Bro, and you see how we just
go.
gave him an entrance? We calling you Triple M. The
All right,
motivator.
y'all. This was Campus Chatter. We had a great time.
Man, God
See
bless
you
y'all,
again.
man.
God
Love
bless.
y'all, man. Be safe.